Welcome back, it's Magic Dad with another episode of What the Did I Buy? This week we are looking at The Deed, which is available on Steam for about 99 cents US if I remember correctly. Sometimes you can get it cheaper on sale, so I think I picked it up once when it was on sale and I just used my Steam wallet from from cards I had sold. So basically, the gist behind the game is you've got a beef with your psychotic sister. You're about to be disinherited from the family estate, and she's about to get it all, and you decide it's up to you to do something, so you're going to commit the deed about getting rid of her. So we will delve in. I'll do the full thing. So we'll play the intro. It's by Pilgrim Adventures. They have several games available on Steam. We'll play the intro. And these are all the different game options. So it takes place in 1945 too, in Scotland. So it's November 1945. My name is Arain Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce and rightful heir to Dunshield House. I have recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favor of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I have decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly equation. I intend to put her out of her misery. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of Dunshield House, which makes the matters more complicated. I have not visited the family home in quite some time. I cannot bear to be in that hellhole for long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed, very carefully. Tonight is the night. I go and it is done. The bell invites me. Bloody hell, George. Who has been responsible for maintaining the gardens? Used to be Big Jack Willis, sir. He's been dead for almost a year now. I do a little here and there, but I can't do much on account of my bad back, though. My sister hasn't offered to help you, then? Miss Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type, sir. I know, George. It was a joke. Very funny, sir. Let's go inside before the ocean comes to Dunshield. So basically, in this game, Homecoming. So just a quick thing. This game has basically the decisions you make will affect the outcome of the game. So it's a short game, and you can make several. It's basically you basically try to find something to basically frame somebody for the deed. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into two categories: items of evidence and weapons. You'll only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences, so choose wisely. After dinner, you'll have the chance to plant an item of evidence if you wish and then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, but only the cunning will succeed. Good evening, Mr. Aran. May I take your coat? Of course. Yes, take this blasted wet thing off me. You're new, aren't you? Sophia's my name. I recognize you from your pictures, Mr. Aran. I'm not new exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you've never visited before. So I could either be mean to her, make a statement of I don't get along with my family, or just state I have been busy. I'm going to go with I have been busy. My work keeps me very busy, unfortunately. I understand. I've been away from my family for a lot since I started this job. You are here now. I'm sure you're eager to meet with the others. Your father is in the library on your left, and your mother is on the parlor, which is on your right. Your sister is upstairs in her room, I think. Thank you. Thank you for your help, Sophia. You're very welcome, Mr. Aran. I'll be in the kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is served. Okay, I'm going to go down here first. A broken mirror sits upon the maid's desk. Odds are that it belongs to your sister, and the maid has been hiding it here after accidentally breaking it. A shard of glass from the mirror would be poetic murder. I'm going to leave it where it is. Okay. Every time I've wanted to go check his place out... Oh. But he's always there. Shoot. The maid has left a wooden broom leaning against the wall. It might be a useful weapon. I'm going to leave it where it is for now. Going to leave it for now. Okay. Let's take a look around. Open the locked drawer of the writing desk. Inside, find pages of poetry penned by your sister's handwriting. They seem to be love letters penned to an unidentified female. From the descriptions, you guessed it's the new maid. Interesting. I'm going to leave the poems alone for now. Even now, the familiar musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step inside. You have too many bad memories of this room. Hello, Father. Your father remains silent for several moments, and a chill seems to pass through the library. When he finally speaks, it's in a quiet and bitter tone. You told me you'd never enter this house again, boy. Why are you here? Well, we're going to go with the nice way. To see you, of course, Father. Happy birthday. It's obvious why I'm here. I want to put all that unpleasantness behind us and wish you a happy 50th birthday. Happy? You honestly think that this is a happy day for me? Another day when I can watch my life's work crumble into nothing? Another day to see our bloodline slit its own throat? Wow. Talk about dark. You know how to make me happy. Move back to Dunshield. Take your proper place and do your damn duty. Which way do I want to go? I'm going to go with live my own life, because I don't want to bring up my stuff with the sister. It's too late, Father. I have my own life now. My own home, my own job. Damn them both to hell. You think your pathetic little life really means anything? You are the last of a noble dynasty that stretches back hundreds of years. What does your life mean next to that? Everything. You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Obviously, I didn't give you enough discipline as a child. If you can't be civil, I'll take my leave. I can see you are determined to be impossible. I think we had better end this discussion now. You are an impossible one, boy, as always, but I think you're probably right about one thing. This conversation is pointless and now it's over. Get out of here. Okay. We'll leave that where it is for now. And I'll go talk to Mom. I see you made it, Aram. Forgive me if I don't stand. Your mere presence has almost given me a heart attack. Hello, Mother. Please sit down if you want to talk properly, Aran. I don't want to crane my neck to look up at you. So, you finally managed to make it here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't just here to cause trouble. I'm here to make amends. No, Mother, I'm not here to cause trouble. Quite the opposite. Oh? Our family has been dysfunctional for a long time. I have to take some responsibility for that. For what it's worth, I apologize for any stress that my behavior has caused you over the years. I see. You'll forgive me if I'm a little skeptical about the sudden change in your attitude, Aran. However, if we can get through today without any drama, I would appreciate it. Have you been up to see your sister yet? She's going through an unusually difficult time recently. Will she be okay? You sound worried. Do you think it's serious? I have not seen her this bad in a long time. Do you remember that summer when she with the razor in the bathroom? Yes, I remember. That was the last time I remember seeing her like this. So yes, the answer to your question, I am worried. Anyway, you should go talk to your father if you haven't already. Wish him a happy birthday. At least try to sound like you mean it. Okay. And then we'll go talk to his sister, and I'll show you how every so often that there's flashbacks. Okay, we're going to talk to his sister. Aha, I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me? A little rat? I'm not a rat, I'm your brother. There's no need to call me a rat. You know my name. Yes, I remember now. Your name is Rat. Ratty Rat Rat. You used to have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to him? Oh, how he squeaked. Such great pain for a little creature. What did you want to talk to me about, little rat? I might as well tell her the truth. I'm going to make you pay for everything. I want to let you know that your lifetime of tormenting me is about to come to an end. Haha. Oh, you always were a funny, proud little rat. Funny, smelly, proud, irritating little... Go away. I don't want to speak to you anymore. Okay. Find a pair of silky undergarments with her initials embroidered on the inside, planted in the right place. These might weave a tale of their own. We'll leave them alone for now. I have a feeling what I'm going to do. But we'll show, like, you get flashbacks like this in the game. Right here. Mother says dinner is ready. Go away, little rat. Jennifer, what are you doing? Why do you stare at your reflection like that? Stop making fun of me. I'm not making fun. I really want to know. I wish that... What, Jennifer? What do you wish? I wish you'd go drown in a lake. Well, she always hated me. Mother's waiting for you. My sister's obsession with mirrors goes right back to her childhood. I never did understand why. So, I'm going to go into my parents' bedroom. Because I think it's right here. My father keeps... or is it here? A shotgun. I'm going to take the shotgun. Oh, I can't do the shotgun. Okay. So that changes my entire plan. No, I'm going to leave it where it is, because that won't... I want to frame Dad, but I left my coat. What's this? There's nothing on the old lectern. I might still be able to do it. I'm gonna take the rat poison. Okay. Nope, not that one. I want to go over here. He's still in there. Shoot. Okay. Be the most intimate and love-lorn poem you can find it and hide it on your person. Okay, and now it's time for dinner. Dinner is served. Okay, more wine. Yeah, let's see here. Don't, careful, mother. If you drink much more, you might end up embarrassing yourself. Aaron, what a rude little rat you are. That's enough out of you. How dare you insult your mother? An interfering little rat, isn't he, Daddy? Yes, he is. Why can't you keep your own mouth shut, boy? Perhaps I did speak out of turn. I apologize. Okay, so basically... basically they're... I'm going to call it out. Leave the girl alone, would you, sister? She is obviously not interested in your advances. Shut up, rat. You ruin everything. Aaron, don't accuse your sister of such things. That's quite enough. Anyways, let's not forget why we are here today. To celebrate your father's birthday, such a very important occasion for us all. You are so dear to us, Malcolm. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Now it's time to do the deed. Okay, so... I'm going to start off by going in here. And I'm still going to try to frame Dad. Yep. Okay, now it's time to do the deed. Yep. Let's finish it. We're ready to do rat poison. The silent weapon of an intelligent killer, sprinkled over the cakes on the table, could easily be mistaken for a frosting of sugar. Having added generous portion to your special topping to the cake, step back into the shadows and watch it make sure she eats them. Sure enough, she turns to the plate and devours 2 of them in quick succession. The poison works surprisingly quickly. She begins to choke and her skin turns green. Finally, she falls to the ground in front of you. You examine her body to make sure she isn't breathing before placing the container of poison on the desk. The deed is done. It's time to leave the room before someone discovers it. And you have 20 seconds. I'm going to go hang out with Mom. Okay. And here comes the... Hopefully this works. Because there was supposed to be one perfect outcome. So basically the detective wants to talk to everybody. And he says that there's no evidence of anybody, no forced entry, and nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. So it's likely the killer's in the room. Because everybody's in here. So it starts, he interviews everybody. I'm the last person that will get interviewed, so he's going to start with Mom first. So she goes in, and there's passage of time. Thank you for joining me in here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I need to search your person. Best to get these formalities out of the way. So he's going to check me out, so... Let's move to the interview. I had nothing on me, so... As you know, I've already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We've now also completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we'll run through all your activities since your arrival. The maid says you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock and she greeted you at the door. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlor. She told me you were unusually cordial, wanting to apologize and make amends. I was being sincere. I wanted to clear the air between myself and my family. I see. Do you think it's slightly suspicious that you suddenly wanted to reconcile after all this time? No, I don't think so. Very well then. She says you spoke briefly about your sister. Apparently you seemed quite concerned about her well-being. I was more worried about my mother's mental state. She seemed tired and desperate. I'm sure that dealing with my sister for so many years had taken this toll on her. Your mother was behaving unusually then? She was not herself. I see. You went to see your father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated. Actually, I thought the conversation was civil. I didn't think it was that heated, relatively speaking. Really? Apparently even your mother could hear raised voices from the parlor. You just discussed the prospect of you moving back to Dunchill. Of course I've made a life elsewhere. And yes, I did speak to her. We discussed her illness and her obsessions. So... for her own good, someone needed to comment. I felt I had to say something. I thought she was drinking too much. Do you think this has anything to do with her difficulties in coping with your sister's condition? Almost certainly. Interesting. Apparently you accused of your sister of making unwanted advances towards the maid. Well, someone needed to talk to her about it. I felt it need to call attention to it. She was just embarrassing herself. So your sister had strong feelings for the maid? Yes, very strong feelings, but I'm not sure the maid knew anything about it. I see. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid? Ground floor. I was in the parlor. Yeah. I was in the parlor. Yes, your mother mentioned you were in there with her. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property. We found a poem written by your sister which appears to clearly express romantic feelings towards the maid. We found it in your father's library, which seems strange to me. Perhaps he discovered the poem and was not pleased about your sister's infatuation with the maid. It's entirely possible. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The poison had apparently been sprinkled upon some cakes which the maid had prepared. Of course your sister may have done this herself, as if it was suicide. It is all very interesting. I'll be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. While some of your behavior this evening has been peculiar, I can find no cause for any significant suspicion. I must regard your father as a suspect, even though the evidence is far from conclusive. I also think the evidence surrounding the maid might be worth another look. I'll take another look at the evidence surrounding your mother. Possibility of suicide must be considered, though I'm personally unconvinced. Now as for what happens next, you can go for now, but I appreciate it if you did not leave town. May have more questions for you later. Although I think I will have some more further questions for your father later. I think another interview with the maid will be required also, and I need to be speaking to your mother again. It's possible that an inquest might return verdict of suicide, we'll see. So now we get the outcome. Although the inspector harbored suspicions about you, you were not brought in for further questioning. Your father was taken in for questioning and initially became the prime suspect. Was determined that there was not sufficient evidence to lead to an arrest. You had gotten away with murder, it seems. However, you had not given them sufficient reasons to suspect anyone else either, and your father harbored suspicions of his own. Some years later, you were surprised to see his obituary in the national newspaper, and horrified to learn that he had given his estate and possessions to a trust organization. You had committed this foul act for nothing, and now there was nothing at all to give you comfort in the long night when the demons of your past came to haunt you. So, basically, I failed on that one. So basically, every time you do every choice you make, you have to choose the right way to get the suspicion to work properly. So, my end goal was to try to get Dad as the culprit. So but that is the deed. Like I said, it's 99 cents US on Steam. At a regular price. I picked it up at a sale price for a good game, a quick game that's just kind of fun puzzle that's got a lot of replayability until you get the perfect solution. It's worth the money. So that's it for this episode. I'd like to thank you again, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.